Good morning, Grand Junction, Montrose, and the rest of the western slope. I'm meteorologist Ian Kowalski, and we've got a pretty good sunrise right behind me here on our America's Mattress live tower cam. Pretty cloudless up here in the sky today, not one in the sky. That's going to be the trend for the next couple of days too. We're starting to dry out a little bit. Behind me right now, 62 degrees, clear skies, and talking about drying out a little bit. Well, our humidity is only at 36%. I would expect pretty low overall humidity these next couple of days as moisture starts to move out of our area. You can see even on our satellite and radar, we don't really have anything. Even towards the more mountainous regions, really nothing going on in terms of cloud cover. Our temperature change too has altered a little bit because of that. You see over the past 24 hours, you can see we're down 3 degrees here in Grand Junction, down 2 in Glade Park, down 2 in Delta. It's because we didn't have those clouds hanging around overnight and in the early morning like we would have before. That means, we didn't have the warming being trapped in here by those clouds overnight. So a little bit cooler than we would have expected, although cool is quite the opposite of what we're going to see over these next couple of days. It's getting real uncomfortable. It's going to get real uncomfortable real quick. It's going to work its way up over the next couple of days. 69 degrees already at 8 a.m., 81 degrees at 10 a.m., 89 at noon. Here at 4 p.m., 94 degrees, which will be our high for the day. It's, again, getting really uncomfortable really quick. And those low to mid 90s is just the start. We're going to work our way up even higher throughout the rest of the week. Looking at our pollen outlook, you can see we have this moderate risk of grass allergies right here behind me. So again, carry a Kleenex with you if you do have those grass allergies like I do. You're going to be a little bit of sniffly today. Looking at our wind gusts, these aren't really going to help us all that much, keeping us feeling cooler. You can see at Wednesday at 2 p.m., 15 mile per hour gusts in Grand Junction. Of course, locally in those little valleys between the mountains, you are going to have those stronger gusts over these next couple of days. But overall, really, the winds are not going to be a big part of our forecast. And really, we would like them to be because we would like to feel a lot cooler than what we're going to over these next couple of days. You can see, again, 15 to 20 mile per hour gusts, sometimes getting up into those lower 30s once we get into Wednesday and Thursday. Not much to talk about though in terms of those winds. Our water vapor though, you can see it's just barely missing us. Down here towards our south here in New Mexico and Arizona, you can see this moisture here on our satellite imagery. We are just too far north to see it right now here in Grand Junction. You can see we're in this like yellow zone right here behind me. That is our dryness, and we're just not going to get any of that moisture over these next couple of days. If you're down towards Telluride, well, you might get a little bit of that rainfall once we head into these Wednesday, Thursday. But here, Montrose, Delta, we're just not going to see it. And part of that is because of this upper level flow behind me. You can see a little ridge right here. That means we're in a zone of high pressure. High pressure, of course, means high temperatures and not much cloud cover like we're seeing right now. See, though, a little bit towards our south where that moisture is located, you can see this little dip right here. There's this little atmospheric disturbance. That's what's causing that rainfall you're going to see down towards our south over these next couple of days. I do not expect it to get far enough north to affect us at all, which is a little disappointing, especially when we saw all of that rainfall last week, although we certainly weren't too excited about all that hail. But a little bit of moisture would go a long way, and we're just not going to see it over these next 2 weeks, excuse me. Looking at Tuesday at 1 p.m., it's going to be 93 degrees here in Grand Junction, 89 in Balamut Mesa, 91 in Delta. A little bit of moisture is enough for a scattered shower or two up in our more mountainous regions. Again, not going to affect us all that much. 64 degrees Wednesday at 6 a.m. Really warm overnight temperatures overall. It's going to keep us feeling uncomfortable in those overnight hours. And then once we get back in the morning, of course, we're back into those low to mid 90s here. 95 degrees Wednesday at 4 p.m. here in Grand Junction. And we're expected to, of course, stay a little bit warmer here over these next couple of days here. Looking for June 18th to the 24th, we're going to see those warm temperatures continue. So it's not going to be a this week forecast in terms of warmth. We're going to see it next week too. Once we get to Saturday, Sunday, I expect it to hit 100 degrees by this Sunday here in Grand Junction. Montrose, we're not going to get quite that warm, but still in those low to mid 90s once we head into next weekend.